My beloved child, I have to tell you something urgent, and I need you to feel the weight of this moment before another second slips by. I am not speaking to a crowd. I am speaking to you. I see where you are right now, the questions you carry in silence, the thoughts you don't say out loud, the quiet wondering of whether everything you've endured has had meaning. Listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is not ordinary, and it is not random. You think your delays were detours. You think the closed doors were punishments. But I need you to hear me clearly. Nothing in your life has been wasted. Not one tear. Not one night you felt forgotten. I was watching, measuring, preparing. And the reason I am speaking now is because the season you are standing in is more sensitive than you realize. One decision, one response, one moment of trust is about to shift everything. There is a reason you felt an unusual stirring when you pressed play. There is a reason your spirit leaned forward even before your mind understood why. I am drawing your attention because something has been unfolding behind the scenes, quietly, precisely, intentionally. While you were focusing on survival, I was arranging alignment. While you were trying to hold yourself together, I was strengthening what you could not see. You have been asking me for clarity, but what you really needed was courage. Clarity follows obedience, not the other way around. And now I am inviting you into a deeper awareness. This is not about fear. This is not about pressure. This is about timing. My timing. And it is closer than you think. I know you've wondered why certain people walk away without explanation. I know you questioned why opportunities slipped through your fingers at the last moment. You thought you were being denied, but you were being protected. And those doors stayed open. They would have limited what I am about to release. I had to remove what was familiar so you could be ready for what is greater. Don't skip this moment. I need your heart fully present, because what I am revealing now will reframe how you see your past and how you step into what is next. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on schedule, even if it didn't feel that way while you were waiting. Something huge is waiting for you, but it requires discernment. Not everyone will understand what is happening in your life from this point forward. You will feel a pull to rise, to separate, to move differently. That is not pride. That is preparation. I am sharpening your perception because, where I am leading you, distractions become costly. Stay till the end of this unfolding. What I am sharing is layered, and each layer is intentional. You are standing at the edge of a realization that will change how you pray, how you choose, and how you trust me. And once you see it, you will never see yourself the same way again. There is something happening beneath the surface of your life that you have not fully recognized yet, and I need you to slow your inner noise so you can hear me clearly now. I am not raising my voice, but what I am saying carries authority. The urgency you feel is not anxiety. It is awareness awakening inside you. I am opening your eyes to patterns you once ignored, and this is not by accident. You have outgrown a version of yourself, and that is why comfort has started to feel empty. What once satisfied you now feels incomplete, and what once excited you now feels shallow. That confusion you've been feeling lately, it's not confusion at all. It's separation. I am gently, but firmly pulling you out of spaces that can no longer hold what I placed inside you. You thought you were losing motivation. You thought your passion was fading. But the truth is deeper. I am redirecting your hunger. I am teaching you to desire what lasts, not what distracts. And this is where many turn back, right at the threshold of transformation, because the unfamiliar feels unsafe. But listen to me. The unfamiliar is where growth lives. I know you've been wrestling with thoughts you didn't have words for. A sense that there must be more than this. That whisper was me. I planted it there on purpose. You are not meant to merely get through life. You are meant to walk in intention, clarity, and alignment with me. And now, the fog is starting to lift. Don't skip what I am saying next. This is critical. The reason resistance increased right before this moment is because resistance always senses release before you do. The pressure you felt recently was not meant to crush you. It was meant to expose what still had power over you. And you survived it. That alone should tell you something about who you are becoming. You are stepping into a phase where excuses will no longer satisfy your spirit. You will feel an inner urgency to act, to choose differently, to speak when you once stayed silent. This is not impulsiveness. This is maturity. I am trusting you with discernment because you are ready to carry it. There will be moments where you feel alone in this shift. Not abandoned, just misunderstood. That is because not everyone is called to walk where you are going. Some were assigned to a previous chapter, not the next one. And that's okay. Release them without bitterness. You are not losing people, you are gaining clarity. Stay till the end of this journey with me. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is not just external, it is internal. Your confidence will no longer come from approval. Your peace will no longer depend on circumstances. You will begin to move with quiet certainty, and others will feel it even if they cannot explain it. I am preparing you to recognize opportunities disguised as interruptions, to see open doors where others see risk, to trust my voice even when it challenges your comfort. This is not the end of anything. It is the beginning of alignment. And as this continues to unfold, you will realize something powerful. I did not bring you this far to leave you here. What comes next will require your attention, your obedience, and your trust. And when the moment arrives, and it is closer than you think, you will understand why I needed you to hear this now. I am about to show you why your patience has been tested in ways you could not explain, and I need you to receive this without rushing past it. There are truths that only settle when the heart is still. You have been asking me to move faster, but what you didn't see is that speed was never the issue. Readiness was. And now, readiness is forming within you. You were being trained while you thought you were being delayed. Every moment you waited without answers strengthened your discernment. Every time you chose restraint over reaction, you gained authority you didn't even know you were carrying. You believed silence meant absence, but I was closest to you in those quiet stretches. I was shaping how you listen, not just what you hear. Here is something you have not considered until now. If I had revealed everything too early, you would have doubted yourself when opposition came. I had to let your roots go deep before the winds increased. Because what I am trusting you with next cannot be sustained by surface-level faith. It requires a grounded confidence that does not collapse under pressure. Don't skip this. I am speaking directly into a turning point. There are assignments connected to your life that only unlock when you stop asking for permission from people who were never meant to understand you. You've been waiting for validation, but heaven has already confirmed you. The hesitation you feel is not uncertainty. It's the final shedding of who you used to be. You may notice a shift in how you respond to things that once triggered you. Old fears no longer hold the same grip. Old temptations don't sparkle the way they used to. That is not because you became stronger on your own. It is because I strengthened your inner resolve. You are being recalibrated from the inside out. I need you to recognize this. Not every delay was about preparation. Some delays were protection from shortcuts that would have cost you more than you were willing to admit. You wanted relief. I wanted legacy. You wanted quick answers, I wanted lasting transformation. And now, you are beginning to see the difference. Stay till the end of what I am unfolding in your life. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will require you to move with precision, not panic. You will soon be faced with a choice that looks small on the surface but carries weight in the unseen. When that moment comes, you will feel a calm certainty guiding you. That will be me. You are learning to trust my nudges without needing full explanations. That is maturity. That is intimacy. And it is rare. Many hear my voice, but few follow it when it challenges their comfort. You are becoming one who does. That is why this season feels so intense. It is refining your sensitivity. There will be doors opening that seem sudden to others, but you will know they were years in the making. And when they open, you must walk through without dragging old doubts behind you. What worked before will not work where you are going. What protected you before will limit you if you cling to it now. Do not be surprised if you feel an urgency to simplify your schedule, your circle, your priorities. I am clearing space for something intentional. This is not loss. This is alignment. And alignment always feels like pressure right before it feels like peace. What I am about to entrust to you will require courage wrapped in humility, confidence balanced with obedience. You are closer than you realize. The moment you thought was far away is approaching quietly, deliberately. And when it arrives, you will understand why every step led here, why every waiting season mattered, and why I needed you to hear this now. What I am revealing now may feel unsettling at first, but it is meant to free you, not frighten you. You have been standing between two identities longer than you realize, one shaped by what you survived, and one formed by what I called you into. The tension you feel is not confusion, it is transition. And transitions always demand a letting go before a stepping forward. You have mastered endurance, but now I am teaching you surrender. Endurance kept you alive through hard seasons, but surrender will allow you to thrive in what comes next. You no longer need to prove your strength. I already know it. What I am asking for now is your trust. Trust that I can carry what you've been gripping out of fear it would fall apart without you. There are conversations you will soon have that will change the direction of your life. Words spoken casually by others will land deeply in you, confirming what I've been whispering for months. Pay attention. I am aligning confirmations from unexpected places so you will know this is not imagination. This is instruction. Don't skip this moment. I need you to understand why I am asking you to be more selective with your energy. You cannot keep explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you. Silence will become one of your greatest strengths. Not because you have nothing to say, but because discernment will tell you when words are wasted. You will feel a growing discomfort with half-commitments, with indecision, with staying where you are merely tolerated instead of valued. That discomfort is holy, is me pushing you out of survival mode and into intentional living. You are not meant to shrink to fit spaces that refuse to grow. Something huge is waiting for you, but it requires courage to step forward without seeing the entire path. I will not reveal everything at once, not because I am withholding, but because trust is built in movement. Each step will light the next. That is how we walk together. I know part of you is afraid of losing what feels secure. But hear me clearly, what feels secure but limits you is not safety, it is a cage. I am not removing stability from your life. I am redefining it. True stability is knowing that wherever you go, I am already there. Stay till the end of this unfolding with me. There will be moments when your old instincts urge you to retreat, to play small, to delay. In those moments, remember this. You did not come this far by accident. You were guided. Every redirection, every closed door, every unanswered prayer shaped you for discernment, not disappointment. You are entering a season where your choices carry multiplied impact. Small acts of obedience will unlock doors you never prayed for. Quiet faithfulness will produce visible results. And your peace, your calm, grounded confidence will speak louder than any explanation ever could. I am asking you now to release the timeline you constructed in your mind. It served its purpose, but it cannot guide you where you are going. My timing is not late, and it is never rushed. It is precise, and you are positioned perfectly within it. As this continues, you will notice something shift inside you. Fear will no longer be the loudest voice. Trust will be. You will move with intention instead of urgency, with faith instead of force. And when the moment comes, when you finally see why everything unfolded the way it did, you will not regret the waiting. I am not finished speaking to you. What I have begun revealing is only the foundation. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit attentive, because what comes next will require your full awareness, and when it arrives, you will be ready to receive it without hesitation. I need you to hear this with clarity now, because the next movement in your life will not announce itself loudly. It will arrive quietly, always subtly, and only those who are attentive will recognize it. You have been conditioned to expect big changes to come with noise, but this one will come with peace. And that peace will be your confirmation. You are entering a moment where intuition will matter more than information. You will not have all the details laid out. You will not receive a full explanation in advance. Instead, you will sense a gentle but firm knowing inside you, a pull that doesn't argue, doesn't rush, doesn't pressure. That is me guiding you. Learn to trust that inner stillness. It is stronger than chaos. There is something important you must understand now. Not every opportunity that looks good is meant for you. In the coming days, you will be presented with options that appeal to your logic but drain your spirit. You will feel the difference immediately. One path will excite your mind. The other will settle your soul. Choose the one that brings alignment, even if it challenges your reasoning. Don't skip this. This is where many miss what they prayed for. They mistake familiarity for safety. But you are no longer called to repeat what you already mastered. I am inviting you into territory that stretches you, not to exhaust you, but to expand you. Growth will require you to respond differently than you used to, and you are capable of that now. You may feel moments of hesitation rising up, old fears resurfacing, old voices questioning your readiness. Let them speak, but do not let them lead. Those voices are echoes from a previous season, not instructions for this one. You are not who you were when those fears first formed. You have been strengthened since then, refined quietly, intentionally. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will be activated by a simple act of obedience. Not dramatic, not public, yes, faithful. A conversation you choose to have, a boundary you finally set, a step you take even though your hands tremble. That one act will create momentum you cannot stop. Stay till the end of this moment with me. I want you to recognize how your desires are changing. You are no longer driven by urgency to prove yourself. You are no longer desperate for validation. You are becoming grounded. And grounded people move with authority even when they speak softly. There will be a moment soon when you realize you are no longer asking, "What if it fails?" Instead, you will ask, "What if this is exactly what I was prepared for?" That shift is not accidental. It is evidence that your faith has matured. You are beginning to see yourself the way I see you. I am asking you to remain flexible, not rigid. What worked before may not apply now. Let me adjust your expectations. Let me surprise you. Some blessings arrive disguised as interruptions, and some answers come wrapped in redirection. Do not resist what feels different. Different does not mean wrong. As this unfolds, you will notice doors opening that require courage more than confidence. Walk through them anyway. Confidence grows after obedience, not before. You will not feel completely ready, and that is how you will know it is time. Remember this, I am not calling you to rush. I am calling you to move with intention. Each step matters. Each decision carries weight. And you are not walking alone. I am ahead of you, beside you, within you. What I am preparing to reveal next will connect everything you've heard so far. It will make sense of the pressure, the silence, the waiting. Keep your heart open. Keep listening. Because what is coming will not just change what you do. It will change how you see yourself. You felt it when I spoke about that quiet act of obedience, that small step that unlocks momentum. And now I am showing you one way I am inviting you to move. You've prayed, use me, Lord, and this is how I am answering you. By letting your generosity become a river that carries my voice to souls who are still searching. When you give through Super Thanks, YouTube memberships, or PayPal, you are pouring oil on a fire I have already ignited, and its reach multiplies far beyond what you can see. I said I would open the windows of heaven, and this is a living moment of that promise. Seed meeting soil, faith meeting action. The PayPal link is waiting for you in the video description, not as a transaction, but as an altar where worship turns into impact. I bless what you sow now to return to you as peace in your home, clarity in your decisions, and favor over your family. Do not hesitate. Stretch your faith, give boldly, and step into this holy partnership now. I want you to lean into this moment, because what I am saying now touches the core of who you are becoming. You have spent much of your life reacting, responding to circumstances, adjusting to expectations, adapting to survive. But that season is closing. I am teaching you how to initiate, how to move with purpose instead of permission. And that shift will feel unfamiliar at first. There is a strength rising in you that does not come from force. It comes from knowing who you are, knowing what you carry, and knowing that you no longer need to chase what is meant to meet you. This is why you felt less interested in proving yourself lately. Your spirit is tired of striving because it was never designed to live that way. I need you to understand something important. You are not waiting on me. I have been waiting on you to agree with what I already placed inside you. Agreement is powerful. When you align your belief with my intention, things begin to move quickly. That is why momentum is starting to build now, even if nothing visible has changed yet. Don't skip this part of the unfolding. I am speaking to the quiet decisions you make when no one is watching. Those moments matter more than the public ones. Integrity in hidden places creates authority in visible ones. And I am positioning you for influence that will require a clean heart and steady mind. You may notice that certain desires are falling away without effort. What once tempted you now feels heavy. What once distracted you now feels loud. That is not loss, that is refinement. I am clearing your appetite so you can recognize what truly nourishes you. You are being trained to choose depth over noise. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is connected to your willingness to trust me beyond logic. There will be a moment when the path I set before you contradicts common sense, but aligns perfectly with peace. But peace is not passive, it is directive. Follow it. Peace is how I confirm direction. Stay till the end of this internal shift. You are learning how to stand firm without becoming rigid, how to be confident without becoming hardened. This balance is rare. It is formed only through surrender and time. And you have allowed both, even when it was uncomfortable. I know there are still questions you wish I would answer directly. I hear them. But some answers would limit you if I gave them too soon. Instead, I am giving you discernment. Discernment will carry you farther than explanations ever could. Trust what resonates deeply, not what simply sounds convincing. You are stepping into a season where your presence will speak before your words do. People will sense something different about you, a calm assurance, a grounded authority. You won't need to announce it. It will be evident in how you move, how you respond, how you choose peace over reaction. There may be moments ahead when you feel the urge to retreat, to delay, to wait for a clearer sign. In those moments, remember how far you've already come. Remember that hesitation no longer defines you. You are not reckless, but you are no longer afraid of obedience. I am inviting you to release the need to control outcomes. Control has kept you busy, but trust will make you effective. Let me handle the results. Your responsibility is the step in front of you, not the entire journey. I will unfold it as you walk. What is coming next will require attentiveness, humility, and courage. It will not be flashy, but it will be foundational. And once it is set in place, everything else will build upon it naturally. You are not being rushed. You are being readied. And readiness looks like peace, clarity, and quiet confidence. Keep listening. Keep moving forward. Because what I am about to reveal will connect everything, your past, your present, and the direction ahead, into one clear, undeniable purpose. I am drawing your attention now to something subtle but decisive, something that has been forming quietly while you were focused on becoming stable. You are not just becoming steady, you are becoming trustworthy with what carries weight. And that is why I am adjusting how you see responsibility. Responsibility is no longer a burden you carry alone. It is a partnership between you and me. There will be moments ahead when you sense an inner prompt to act sooner than you planned. Not recklessly, not impulsively, but decisively. You will feel a narrowing, as if distractions lose their pull and only one direction remains clear. That narrowing is intentional. I am teaching you focus, because clarity multiplies impact. You've spent years learning what to avoid. Now I am teaching you what to pursue. This is new territory. Avoidance kept you safe. Pursuit will make you effective. And effectiveness requires courage, the courage to choose even when certainty feels incomplete. You are ready for that now, even if part of you still feels cautious. Don't skip what I am about to say. The next phase of your life will not reward perfection. It will reward faithfulness. Small, consistent steps taken with a sincere heart will matter more than dramatic gestures. You don't need to impress me. I am watching for obedience, not performance. You may notice an increasing discomfort with delay for delay's sake. You are becoming sensitive to wasted time, shallow conversations, empty commitments. That sensitivity is not judgment. It is stewardship. You are learning to guard what you carry, because what you carry has purpose beyond you. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will arrive wrapped in responsibility before it feels like reward. Many miss this moment because they are looking for celebration while I am offering commission. Pay attention. The thing that feels weighty at first will later reveal itself as the very answer you asked for years ago. Stay till the end of this awareness. I want you to recognize how your prayers have changed. You are no longer asking only for relief. You are asking for alignment. You are no longer asking for escape. You are asking for direction. That shift tells me you are ready to be entrusted with more. There will be times ahead when you must choose between what is easy and what is right for you. Easy will call loudly. Right will whisper calmly. You already know which voice is mine. Follow the whisper. It will never rush you, but it will always lead you forward. I know there is still a part of you that fears missteps. Hear me clearly. You are not walking on fragile ground. You are walking with me. Even your stumbles will not disqualify you if your heart remains teachable. Progress matters more than perfection in this season. You are entering a time where your yes must be intentional and your no must be clear. Ambiguity will drain you. Clarity will strengthen you. Do not be afraid to choose firmly. I am not asking you to be harsh. I am asking you to be honest. There will be confirmation ahead, but it will come after movement, not before. That is how trust deepens. That is how confidence forms. You will look back and realize that what felt like risk was actually alignment in disguise. I am positioning you to influence without striving, to lead without force, to build without burning out. But this requires you to remain anchored to me, not outcomes. Stay close. Stay attentive. Stay willing. What I am about to unfold next will feel like a door opening inward rather than outward. Not a dramatic leap, but a deliberate crossing. And when you step through, you will know. This was the moment everything quietly, finally began to make sense. There is a truth I have been holding until now, not because you were unready, but because you needed to arrive here with your heart softened, not hardened by effort. What I am about to say reframes everything you think this journey has been about. You believe this season was shaping your future, but deeper still, it hath been healing your identity. You have lived with an unspoken pressure to become something useful before feeling worthy. You carried the quiet belief that rest must be earned, that peace must be justified by productivity. And belief did not come from me. It was learned. And now, it is being undone. Because where I am leading you, identity comes before assignment. I am not preparing you to do more. I am preparing you to be rooted. Rooted people cannot be easily shaken. Rooted people do not abandon themselves when outcomes change. And this is critical, because the next doors opening in your life will test not your ability, but your sense of belonging. You must know where you stand before you step forward. Don't skip this moment. I am speaking to the places where you still feel the need to earn love, approval, or direction. Those patterns end here. You are not on probation. You are not being evaluated. You are being invited. And invitations require presence, not performance. You may feel emotions surfacing that you thought were already settled. Grief, relief, gratitude, even a quiet sadness for the years you spent striving. Let them come. Healing is not linear. But understand this. Nothing was lost. Even the striving taught you endurance. And now, endurance is giving way to trust. Something huge is waiting for you, and it will require you to move without the armor you once relied on. Not because you are unprotected, but because you no longer need protection from everything. Discernment will replace defense. Wisdom will replace walls. And peace will replace the need to control how others perceive you. You will notice that your prayers are becoming simpler. Fewer words. Deeper honesty. That is intimacy for me. You are learning that I am not impressed by polished language. I respond to open hearts. And your heart has been opening steadily, even when it felt vulnerable. Stay till the end of this realization. You are stepping into a phase where alignment will feel more natural than effort. where obedience will feel lighter than resistance, where saying yes will no longer feel like pressure, but like relief. This is not because the calling is smaller, but because you are stronger and more settled within yourself. There will be moments ahead when others expect you to move the way you used to rush, to explain, to justify. You won't. Not because you are distant, but because you are anchored. Anchored people don't sway with every voice. They listen, then choose. I want you to understand this clearly now. The urgency you felt at the beginning was not panic. It was proximity. You were nearing a realization that would change how you carry yourself, how you trust me, and how you respond to uncertainty. That realization is forming now. You are no longer being pulled forward by fear of missing out. You are being drawn forward by clarity. And clarity brings responsibility, not heavy responsibility, but sacred responsibility. The responsibility to stay honest, to stay soft, to stay aligned. What comes next will not feel like chaos breaking in. It will feel like order settling down, like things clicking quietly into place. And when that happens, you will recognize it, not because it's loud, but because it fits. I am not rushing you. I am walking with you. And the closer we walk, the less you will need signs, because you will recognize my voice even in the smallest nudge. What I have yet to reveal will tie all of this together. The urgency, the waiting, the pressure, the peace. Keep your heart open. Keep listening, because the next unfolding will show you not just where you are going, but why you were always meant to arrive this way. I am bringing this to its completion now, not because the journey ends here, but because something has been sealed within you. What you have been sensing all along, that quiet certainty, that deepening calm, that growing resolve, was not imagination. It was alignment settling into place. You are no longer standing at the edge. You have crossed without realizing it. What I needed you to understand most was never about external change first. It was about internal agreement. And now, you are beginning to agree with what I have always known about you. That agreement changes everything. When your heart and my purpose move together, resistance loses its power. You may not see immediate proof around you, and that is intentional. Faith matures when it is not constantly fed by evidence. You are learning to walk forward because you know, not because you see. That knowing will anchor you when circumstances fluctuate. And they will. But you will not. Don't skip this final realization. The urgency you felt at the beginning was never about fear of missing something. It was about readiness to receive something. And now, you are positioned to receive, not all at once, but step by step, without striving, without panic, without losing yourself in the process. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already responding to the way you are choosing differently now. The way you pause before reacting, the way you listen before speaking, the way you trust before controlling. These are not small shifts. They are evidence of transformation. I am asking you to remember this when the noise returns, and it will try. You are not who you were when doubt ruled your decisions. You are not who you were when fear dictated your pace. You have learned to be still without being stuck, to move without rushing, to trust without demanding guarantees. There will be days when you wonder if you imagined this depth, this clarity. In those moments, return to peace. Peace is not the absence of challenge, it is the presence of alignment. If peace remains, so do I. Let that be your compass. Stay attentive as you move forward. Not tense, not hypervigilant. Just present. Presence will keep you aware of subtle guidance. Presence will keep your heart soft, Presence will keep you from drifting back into old patterns that no longer fit. You are not being sent ahead alone. You are being accompanied. Every step you take with intention will be met with provision. Every act of obedience will unlock understanding later. You do not need to carry the outcome. You only need to carry trust. I know you may still feel a quiet trembling, not of fear, but of awe. That is appropriate. You are stepping into something sacred, something meaningful, something that will require your whole heart. And your heart is ready now in a way it never was before. As you leave this moment and return to your life, do not rush to explain it. Let it live in you first. Let it shape how you walk, how you choose, how you rest. Others will notice the change before you ever name it. This is not the end of my speaking to you. It is the beginning of a clearer conversation. One where you recognize my voice not just in moments like this, but in everyday decisions, quiet pauses, unexpected opportunities. Walk forward with confidence, not because you have all the answers, but because you trust the one who does. I am with you. I have gone before you. I am within you. And what I have started, I will complete. Amen. You've just heard me say that what I have started, I will complete. And now I am inviting you to place your hands inside that promise. This moment is not accidental. It is a holy intersection where your generosity becomes a voice that reaches hearts you may never meet. But I already know. You've whispered, Lord, let my life matter. And I am telling you plainly, this is one way it does. When you support through Super Thanks, U2 memberships, or the PayPal link in the video description, you are sowing into a harvest of souls, and I multiply what is given in faith like loaves and fishes. I declare that open heavens rest over your obedience, that joy and provision flow to you like a steady river, and that my attention is drawn to your household. This is not pressure. It is prophecy fulfilled through willing hearts. Act now, give generously, and step forward as a co-laborer in what I am doing today. My beloved child, before you move on, I want you to do something meaningful right now. Use the hype feature on this video, not casually, but intentionally, because when you hype this message, you are helping this urgent word reach hearts that are waiting for it. This is not about boosting a video. This is about lifting a trumpet so my voice can travel farther. When you hype and like this message, you are declaring, this word matters. This truth must be heard. Let your action echo the urgency of what you just received. And now, I want you to seal this moment with your voice. In the comments, declare something bold and alive. Something like, I receive what God is revealing, or I am ready for what He is doing next. Do not write lightly. Write with faith. Your words are not just engagement, they are agreement. As you declare, you align yourself with the very message you just heard, and heaven pays attention when agreement is spoken. Now listen closely, because this invitation is sacred. You were not led here by chance. You were guided. And if your heart recognized my voice today, then this is your home. Subscribe now and position yourself where my words meet you consistently, personally, and powerfully. What I am releasing here is for those who are ready to hear, and you are one of them. Amen.